Okay. SpongeBob. All right, what's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Today's Monday. I thought it was Tuesday. Oh, I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with streams. We're gonna do a little something different today, okay? I'm not just gonna be solely talking out of my ass, while playing the game and talking about Sonic 2. Granted, um, I only saw the movie once. Okay, so like I need something to like jar my memory because I don't have the best memory when it comes to anything. So what we're gonna do here is I managed to find uh two videos, and they're I guess we could say controversial. They're controversial videos. Um because the dislikes that they have are pretty noticeable. I'm gonna see if I can try to pull it up because I only have I only have the player like on so you guys can see the video. But I know who Ellis Mark is, which is this first video we're gonna watch. This one right here. And I've heard of Arlo before. He's the sober Cookie Monster. I've heard of him before. So, and they're both commentary. And I figured, all right, Ellis Mark's video is 10 minutes long. And I'm pretty sure Ellis Mark had a different title to his Sonic 2 review video. I think he changed it due to backlash he got, which I'm going to see if I can try to pull up a little window here. Stats, I guess. I don't mean to pull up two at a time. Yeah. Okay, so you guys can see that. I'm gonna manage it a little bit here. See, I'm subscribed to him. Put this right here. So he has 2.4k dislikes on his because the fucking Chrome extension still works. So suck it, YouTube. But I think there was some maybe some attraction. I didn't see this video. I haven't seen any of these videos because I've been trying to hold off from being spoiled of any of the Sonic stuff. I only got spoiled once, and that was the turning point at the end, with the emeralds. So that was a spoiler, but I was like, it's kind of, you can kind of see it coming. Oh. Also, Boker, are you still here? I wanted to tell you something. I wanted to give you a little update about what I've been watching, and I think you'll like it. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna watch their videos. And I know it's pretty like React Andy-ish to do this, but I figured I'm a sucker for watching people react to shit. So while also like giving context, not just about people like watching their phones. They're like, all right, you guys like this video, go and leave a like and comment, and I'll see you next time. It's like we're not about that, right? So I've seen the movie. I have problems remembering. I just have short term memory. So whenever I see them point out something, I'll remember what happened, and then I can go from there. I'm in your walls. Okay. Boker, I watched Legend of Korra. I was curious about it. I thought I saw a video essay made about it, and I figured like, you know what? I'm gonna rewatch it. I just got done watching season 1, and I remember I watched season 1. I forgot what had happened with Amon. What was his backstory? And I was really surprised when I heard it. And there were some emotional beats. I like season 1. Season 2, however, is with the spirits, so I'm gonna get a little, but I'm gonna hang on there because I want to make it through everything. I want to watch the whole thing. But more positive than negative thoughts, or vice versa. Thought this was the Fortnite menu. No, I can't play FPS. It's better if I just play something that's more just kind of like brain numbing. Onto cool ass fun. He is, dude. He is. I like his backstory. I liked season 1. Season 1 was pretty cool. Mako's the only one that annoys the crap out of me. how he flip flops between Asami and Korra is just so annoying. Uh, More positive than negative thoughts, or vice versa. What does that mean, Rody? Like, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna even get out of watching his video. It's more like I want to see why people have the opinions that they have. Um, but we're gonna try this. We're gonna try to see if this works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't work. But like, this is my first time actually trying to do like this commentary reaction live thing. So we're gonna try it, see how it goes. Okay. Let's just see what we do. Season 1 is great. Season 2 has its problems. Season 3 is Atla level amazing, and S4 is great. This is a genuine opinion on Mako. It's true though. Yeah, it's true. What did you think of the movie? I mean, oh, I loved it. I thought I think a lot of people said like I think it catered towards kids more. I think that's what the general consensus I saw on Twitter, without spoiling anything for myself, was. It was like people hyped it up to be something more because it was supposed to, like, because of the first one was such like a, I think the first one was kind of mid, because it was like it was a amalgamation of humans with Sonic, so it didn't really get to focus on Sonic too much. We got like his origin, but it was kind of like weighted down because you also had to have the humans do something as well. It felt like the typical like kind of Pixar Disney style where they always have to shoehorn in a lesson. Whereas in Sonic, it's like I never really felt that had to be implied at all. It was just kind of like this adventure. So like I don't know, it's a family movie, so they gotta kind of harp in like a lesson, which they never. It was just odd to me. But I like Sonic 2. Sonic 2 was a really big step up from the first one. I thought Tails didn't get as much screen time. Knuckles was great. I like Idris Elba as Knuckles, and Knuckles wasn't he wasn't an idiot. He was like he was a bit aloof, but it wasn't because you thought he's fucking retarded. It's just because he's it's like culture shock to him. He doesn't know how people act. A little near the end, they started getting to that point where it's like, what is this baseball? Like, am I supposed to kill the ball when it comes at me? It's like, it's kind of weird. That kind of humor is like, oh, okay, yeah, he's you know, he's new to the world. He doesn't know what it is and stuff like that. It's like kind of weird. You like the Eggman floss? I was waiting the entire movie for Jim Carrey to pull out like a ho 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 ho, like a, but he never did it. He got there, he's like, yeah. He always did that shit, but he never got to the ho ho ho. I was waiting for it so much. Jim Carrey isn't disappointing as Eggman. It's just a different take. With Jim Carrey, it's like it is a different. He pulled it off different. The doctor thinks you're basic. I still cringe at that, Mike. I still cringe at jokes like that. I hate it so, but I think they cut back a little bit. I think they cut back a little bit on that kind of humor. They still had dances though. They still had the weird dances. It's like, why did he do that? Why is this floss like your universal language for any new aliens that come into Earth? So when the aliens come here, we're gonna have to know how to floss. That way we can achieve our goals. Knuckles is just ignorant rather than dumb. I like it. Yeah. I think they might do him worse though in the sequel because it seems like they were heading towards that direction. That was honestly the biggest burn in the history of mankind. Oh man. The doctor thinks you're basic. He did that again in the Sonic 2 movie. He did something like that again, where he like overly analyzed and explained something that was supposed to be like a joke, and it's just like, I don't remember. That's just a genius like cliche, like a Brainiac cliche. It's not like an Eggman cliche. I don't know what the hell's up with that. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. Because I feel like I can't just watch it. I have to. I feel like I have to do other things while I do this. And this is like a satisfying thing to do. We'll see, right? I'll see if I could do both, and if I end up not paying attention to the video as much, while I'm playing, then I'll stop playing. But like, this is my first time doing this, so I have to. It takes practice, huh? Remember before Sonic 3, there's going to be the Paramount Plus Knuckles series. I thought they were going to come out like around the same time-ish. Or at least pretty close. But I don't know. I love how the way Tails defeats Knuckles is by... Brian, look out! The way Tails defeats Knuckles. Oh, I guess when they're on the mountain? No! Oh, yeah, wait. When they first meet, that's right. Okay, that was a little weird up that they didn't dodge out of the way. Okay, so let's watch Ellis Mark's video. I've seen enough people reacting to videos to get an idea of, I think, how it's universally appreciated how to do this. So I'm not gonna pause every 10 seconds to make it feel like, oh, fair use, I commentated, like, you know, but I'm not also gonna let it stretch out too long, and you know, so long as I give my input, it's fine. That's from what I see. We also have to see what the volume's like. There's no audio. Hang on, wait. I think I have to raise it a bit more. The game should be quiet, so this shouldn't be a problem.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but as a standalone film, there's really nothing. Sonic.
How's that? Is that good enough? I probably won't talk during the video. I'll raise it up a little bit more. We gotta get the two things today. Plus, Better Call Saul comes out tonight, and I got a free trial of AMC Plus, so I think I could view it not live. Maybe I do have to view it live, but it's at 9 p.m. So I only got a little bit of time, okay? So we gotta get through this. Shut up.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a very good Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but as a standalone film, there's really nothing about it that leaves all that much of an impression. You didn't expect that. Yeah, I don't know where people got this idea from, but I recall around the time I made a negative review of Detective Pikachu, I got a lot of comments like,
oh, I saw that one.
Yeah, but I bet you'll love this Sonic movie, won't you, shill? And while that is true, I am a shill.
He's a big Sonic fan.
Please send me free stuff. I'm still holding the Sonic movie franchise to the same standards I do with every other movie I watch. Very high. No, I never made a review of the first one, so let me quickly summarize my thoughts before I get on to the second.
Okay.
It's completely middle of the road. The dictionary definition of a 5 out of 10. It's got an incredibly basic story that does nothing new, but is entirely elevated to a watchable experience through the sweet relationship between Sonic and Tom. No, I was very, very excited for the sequel. From the initial trailer we got, it seemed like it was improving on the original in every possible way, with of course the biggest draw being the fact that it appeared to have ditched all the lame human characters, in favor for more Sonic Universe guys such as Tails and Knuckles. And so it finally released. In the UK, that is. I flew all the way from LA back to Ireland just to see it a week early, and I was pretty disappointed.
Okay, well, I feel like that's kind of weighs into his factor with the movie. I think that's I tell you, I think he changed the original title that he had for the video, and I don't have a screenshot of it. I would probably have to use the Wayback Machine in order to find it. But I think he said something like the title of this video is I think it's on screen. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is great but flawed. I don't think that's what he had before, and then he does have quite negative reviews from it. But I believe it was something like it wasn't the hype that it turned out to be. I can't quite remember it. Maybe I shouldn't use that as a reference point, but I guess that plays into it. But the first movie, the first movie, it's like it had like that King Kong versus Godzilla effect, right? It was like that. It focused on the humans too much, and we watched it together on Discord that one time. I don't know if anybody in the chat who wasn't there, but they focused too much on the humans rather than the actual giant fucking kaiju monsters battling out and having all these awesome beam battles and destroying buildings, whereas you had little the doctor thinks you basic jokes in between with humans. It's just so stupid. I don't know why they would harp on that so much. And that was basically what made the first one mid. We could roast Mario behind his back. What am I saying? Sonic 2 is pretty good. I agree. You know what? Fucking Red Wolf, I would lynch you for that. I'd rather pressure wash my balls than listen to some douche's review. Well, that's your first problem, Mangoes. You're too close-minded. This is exactly why we watch these kind of reviews. That way we can see other people's opinion, not be in an echo chamber. Yeah, it was kind of required to set up Red Wolf. I don't know. It did feel like they kind of shoehorned a lot of things into the Sonic 2 movie that they probably could have worked towards in the first Sonic movie. But I don't know. This review isn't too good as it takes total view from a Sonic fan looking for Sonic movies. Not everyone is gonna understand Sonic lore and games and stuff. I was gonna say like about the owl stuff in the first movie. I think somebody had said that the owl stuff comes from I think it was like Marble Zone. You see those tiles in the background, and as far as I know, that's all I know about where the owls come from. But they could have been from the comics and stuff. I don't want to get too far into that because this is supposed to be like a universal movie, right? This movie is made for fans, but fans of Sonic, not fans of like the entirety of the lore. That's just little Easter eggs that you get every now and then. Why are we talking about this? Why not? Let me be old Mario. You need to change your ways, old man. But okay. So already there, he's a big Sonic fan. He loves Sonic. He's kind of doing, I don't know. If he seems to me like he's doing like the Aaron thing. It's like I love Sonic. You don't understand. So like I love Sonic, guys. You just don't understand. But already he's doing. I guess he just got off to a rough start with having to travel somewhere else to see the movie to prove he's a big Sonic fan. I don't know.
Now that's not to say it's a bad movie or isn't worth watching or anything, because like I said, from a Sonic fan's point of view, it's more than worth the watch. But the overall experience ends up being a simple movie, plot and character-wise, and the only pluses I can really give it are admittedly moments I only enjoy because they tickle my nostalgia bone. By the way, I'm gonna try to be as spoiler-free as possible and mainly talk in general about the film, but later on when I do talk a little bit about the spoilers,
explain the
I'll be
plot
sure to
and
give a
character
fair
things.
warning. But don't be surprised if I bring up a plot point for the sake of an argument, although I'll try to keep it minimal. The story of Sonic 2 picks up right where the last left off, with Sonic trying to become a vigilante and fighting crime, feeling miserably at it and getting the advice from Tom that his moment will come eventually, and that he needs to learn to be responsible.
Tom was better in this
Great
movie.
power comes great responsibility, never seen that before. But he's forced to get back into action as Dr. Robotnik is finally able to escape the Mushroom Planet, with the help of newly formed acquaintance Knuckles the Echidna, who is in search of Sonic as he believes he holds the key to acquiring the Master Emerald, which the Owl and Echidna clans have been having wars over for centuries. I feel like this was a pretty natural way of integrating the plot of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, while still carrying over elements from the previous movie. I'm glad they didn't abandon all the Longclaw stuff and everything they had been setting up in that one. Oh yeah, and Tails is here too, I guess? So apparently Tails has been watching Sonic from his dimension for almost the entirety of the first movie, and has stepped in to warn Sonic about Knuckles coming to attack him. But like, Tails warns him about Knuckles after he's already attacked, so exposition time! Tails is only here for the purpose of exposition. He's there to tell Sonic the lore of the Chaos Emeralds and nothing else. It really makes sense why they barely focused on him during the marketing. He has nothing to do here.
I don't think that's true. Like, Tails is Sonic's real first friend. I don't understand how you missed that. He's only there for exposition wise to tell him about the Chaos Emeralds and move it forward. I agree that Tails doesn't seem to get much screen time, but he did make his stay in the movie. Like that whole scene where they went to the, what was it, Russian? I think it was a Russian bar. They had like a moment where they connected with each other. And if I have to, since I'm watching One Piece now, if I have to make a case where it's I'm referencing anime, he's basically like he's like Usopp, where he learns to be brave. And we always had that gripe about Tails, that later in the series, in the game series, he was wrote off as this like coward, like baby character that always needed Sonic. But in this movie, he held his own. like how he used to. He has all his gadgets to be able to fight for himself. He's a little scared because he's never been able to put them in action because he's an inventor and he's never got into a fight. He's been isolated. But I don't know. Saying he's only there for exposition is kind of whack. You're not giving him as much credit as you should. I'm surprised he gave like the long claw stuff more, like more praise than Tails. That's kind of weird. We should talk about how the Kung Fu Panda trilogy is perfect. Seriously, I rewatch all of them and they're all super good. I need to rewatch the third one because the third one like left like a taste in my mouth. J.K. Simmons is the goddamn bull, right? Like, hell yeah, J.K. Simmons.
And Jim Carrey is basically doing the same shtick as the first, except amped up to 11 this time, with him being a full-on lunatic. He even flosses at one point, so that's how you know he's insane. That's less of a spoiler and more just me mentally preparing you for that so it doesn't catch you off guard like it did me. But yeah, that's basically the entire plot. What you saw in the trailers is as far as it ever gets. There's nothing all too deep about it. They don't attempt to take anything in a new direction. It's just a bare bones end of the world, get the MacGuffin kind of film. Well, okay, there is a little bit more to the plot, which they barely showed you in the trailers. And it's that an absurd amount of this film's runtime is taken up with dumbass human antics in Hawaii.
Yeah.
To be fair, the movie is like 2 hours long and 20 minutes is taken up with this human stuff, but that's still like 15 minutes too much for my liking. I wouldn't have even minded as much if it were like Tom the Cop or Maddie, but it was mostly focused on Maddie's sister from the previous movie.
Oh my god. Can I say also, this being a family movie, I get how they have to play everything for laughs and stuff. She's fucking crazy. Like, I understand her wedding day got ruined and everything because it's I don't know if he's gonna mention. He said he's gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible, so I won't say anything more to it. But all right, I'm just gonna say, why do they have to make the black woman the sassy, like violent one? Why do they have to do that? Why do they have to play the black woman as like, oh, how dare you mess up my wedding? Like, oh, you gonna get it now. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, if you want to do it, sure. I just don't understand, like, it's kind of coincidental, don't you think? I don't know. Scared Rachel. The other thing is that, like, when you like when you humorize the female just turning super like abusive and crazy, it's like, is that doing anybody any good to just like make them look like that? I guess, like, yeah, she's sad, like she goes through like all of it. Like, she's like, oh, you see her drinking, you see her getting violent, you see her doing like the sassy black woman thing, and it's like, wow. I mean, I guess she still ends up winning in the end, sure, but I just feel like it's kind of off-putting. It was really off-putting when it was like the human stuff. I didn't mind Tom. And what's the dude? Morgan from Criminal Minds. I don't know. There's like a front-facing picture of him. But this dude, the guy on the right, her fiance. I like him. He's from Criminal Minds, and he's a fucking cool guy. Only good thing is the music in Sonic. But what other game do you get where, you know, you get all this Sonic speed and physics? You don't get those kind of moments. And that one-of-a-kind storytelling. You can't just make another Sonic. There's no other Sonic. There's only the one Sonic. Come on, Theta. Come on, Theta. What if they put Sonic in Fortnite? Would you like it then, Theta? Would you like it then? Cell-shaded Sonic. Reese's Skipper's banned from Denmark. I can't set foot in Denmark. It's between him and the dames, and Rachel's one of the dames. Wait, he said his... This is why, like, short-term memory. So he said his problem was that it was a pretty bare bones storytelling, just get the MacGuffin, beat the bad guy. I don't know what you were expecting. It's a sequel. Like, you should have expected something new from the first movie, and if you didn't get that, then the sequel, the sequel is just going to build off the first one. But I think it's because the problem is that you already know what's coming. Because you know you're going to meet Tails, you know you're going to meet Knuckles, you know Eggman's going to be back. What were you expecting the entire time? Like, what you expected to be thrown in for a twist, but you watch it because it's Sonic and you want to see the plot points that play out in Sonic. What were you expecting? That's the bad part. That's why I don't understand.
In Hawaii. To be fair, the movie is like 2 hours long and 20 minutes is taken up with this human stuff, but that's still like 15 minutes too much for my liking.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have even minded as much if it were like Tom the Cop or Maddie, but it was mostly focused on Maddie's sister from the previous movie. I guess because she garnered the most laughs from the first one. Like, no joke, she was the only character to get a response from the audience the 3 times I saw Sonic 1 in theater.
Wait, that's the same character? That was the same woman? I did not recognize her at all. I thought she was just completely new. Wow. Is it the hair? I don't know. I don't know what tricked me so. Actually, did I just make this full opacity? I'll just make this full opacity. Why not? Fuck it, dude. That song's been stuck in my head ever since I watched the movie. Okay, well.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I guess that figured showing more of her would only be a good thing. But all it does in the end is take the attention away from this fairly fast-paced action movie, to halt everything so we can find out about her husband working for the government and catfishing her. Oh my god, I'm so happy they got back together by the end.
It was called Operation Catfish too.
This is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Now, the movie having this basic story wouldn't have mattered much to me. Honestly, with a lot of my favorite media out there, the story is what I'm concerned the least about. My main focus is always on the characters and how they develop over time. And in regards to that, I was extremely disappointed with Sonic 2. Because it all just feels so half-assed and lazy, like they weren't even attempting to do anything interesting with these guys. Sonic is pretty much the same as first movie Sonic. I thought going in that this movie would be about him maturing a bit, but no, the moral at the end is that Sonic acknowledges that he will start to mature someday. Cool, we're getting there. See, Knuckles...
Oh. I don't know, can you name a moment in a Sonic game where he is mature? Like, if you're gonna say that, like, I mean, one moment I can point to, I guess, would be in Sonic Adventure 2, when he gets trapped by Eggman, when trying to trick him with the fake emerald. He just, like, kind of gives, like, a send-off to Tails and Amy to just, like, take care of themselves, basically. I guess that's mature? I don't know what you mean by mature. This is the same problem that people have with Pokemon, too. Like, people want, like, a gritty kind of, like, Pokemon that actually, like, feels real and shit, and I don't know if they really know what they mean by that. Well, if you expected him to mature at the end, would you have really liked that? You say they were going to do nothing new with the movie, but the fact is that he acknowledges that he doesn't mature is something that you didn't expect, so that would have been new. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Well, I don't understand what would have been mature. He worked as a team with Knuckles and Tails instead of working alone. He sacrifices himself multiple times. He sacrifices himself for Knuckles. I think at some point he does it for Tails. He doesn't leave Tails behind at any point. Like, doesn't blame him for anything. I don't know. He matures in some ways, but he acknowledges that, now he's not all of a sudden like the world's responsibility. Actually, no, they do take that world responsibility by protecting the emerald. So I don't know, man. I can play both sides here. Like I can bring up how he's not mature, but he is mature. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to, what do they call that? It's not called, it's steel manning. I'm trying to steel man your argument here, but it's got some.
Souls is probably the movie's strongest character. He's consistently the most entertaining, coolest, and it was neat to get to see some of his backstory. I thought all that stuff was handled well. Although for some odd reason near the end of the film, he went from being a naive but fearless warrior to a brain-dead idiot who can't pronounce words right. Like instead of calling it baseball, he calls it base of the ball. See, it's funny because he didn't say the words right. But still, I thoroughly enjoyed him in this. I'm glad to see him become a part of the movie universe.
He was getting
Something
there.
I cannot say about Tails. It's so weird. The only real thing he contributes here is to be an exposition dump. There's almost no time taken in between him meeting Sonic and the two considering each other friends. All it takes is them dancing to Uptown Funk together and now they're best pals. I wish I was making that up.
I'm trying to think I'm trying to think in the movie. Where were they heading off to before they went on a journey? Well, first of all, they both didn't have any friends. They were both pretty alone. So them having a bonding moment, which again, like you could say from whatever the hell you want, dude. Like you make friends. I don't think it really matters how you make them. If you bond, if you bond together, it's enough to make a friendship. I don't know what more do you want in a friendship? Like, do you need to save each other's life or something? Which I guess they do. So, I mean, if you don't want to validate the Uptown Funk part, there's plenty more events that happen where, they do they would become friends. So Sonic is literally not allowed to cry, be worried as much, and show weakness. So how would he mature properly if he can't show that without some form of his attitude? Sonic is literally not allowed to cry, be worried as much, and show weakness. Is that sarcasm, Rudy? So how would he mature properly if he can't show that without some form of his attitude? Does he cry? I can't remember if he cries. It would be one thing if, like, during the movie, I think it's like when Tails goes to hug Sonic. It'd be one thing if Sonic would be like, "Oh, okay, all right, okay, all right, that's enough now." Like if he did that, that would be pretty shitty. But he doesn't. He consoles Tails. Like he just comforts him, and he actually understands the way Tails feels at that point. Play devil's advocate. Is that what that means when I'm trying to like give him some credit? Is that why? I just can't do it. I don't know if I can totally like, because it would make me look foolish if I did play devil's no, well, if I didn't, I guess. If I just said like, yeah, you're fucking dumb. He does this, obviously. You're stupid. You didn't understand the movie. It would just make me look foolish. They met up at Wade's garage, saw Tails. So Tails saw Sonic's reasons there. Then Sonic found out Tails after the dance. Oh yeah, Tails also saw that hologram message from Long Owl. So Tails got to see a pretty emotional part of Sonic there, which you could say is also part of having a friendship, that you get to see someone's emotional side or their vulnerability. I'm dead serious. Due to the Archie comics, Sonic has rules on him. He can't be portrayed as weak. He'll be nice and such, but he can't cry, can't show worry or proper panic and such. Huh. I thought at some point he got really close. Like there was a point where he felt like actual despair, and I can't remember what it was. Like it was something like where he like I need to, I have to do it. I'm a hero, I have to, or something like that. He didn't cry, but he like there was like some sort of like choking up in his video. Don't you agree that Sonic and Tails had some gay tension in the movie? Like holy shit, Red Wolf, you better fucking back up that joke. Like holy shit, back it up, because that is so stupid. I literally thought that when this one scene came up, I was like, they're gonna push some sort of gay shit with this, right? It can't be like homies be homies. No, we can't ever have that anymore. We can't ever have two kids just be homies. No, it's like they gotta be gay. It's like with Luca. Like people were shipping them like crazy. And it's like, what? They just can't be best friends? Like what the fuck, man? There's no brotherly love around here. You better walk that fucking back, Red Wolf. I swear to God. Uh, I, you think they would carry that over, Rhodey, from the Archie comics? Is that just like it's like a Disney rule, where like Mickey Mouse's ears have to face forward all the time? They got like Disney World fucking rules on that shit. Use the Disney finger point. Otherwise, it'd be heresy. They even slept with each other.
There just really needed to be a scene of Sonic and Tails actually being pals and having fun with each other that more naturally built up to them becoming friends. Around halfway through the film, Tails gets put out of commission for like 20 minutes, and for a while I forgot he was even there at all. He barely contributes anything. But they can't make him contribute anything, because the filmmakers have so much ground to cover in such a short time span. The pacing is probably what ends up hurting this movie the most.
He got knocked out trying to... because Sonic wanted Tails to take the emerald somewhere safe and get out of there because Tails can fly really fast and Eggman wouldn't be able to catch up with him. But Eggman intercepted it and blasted fucking Tails with 2 rockets. So he was out of commission there. But even then, the fucking humans used his gadgets to break Sonic out of jail. Like, what are you talking about? Tails is only there for fucking explaining bullshit. Like, that's not right at all. This guy was sitting with his arms crossed the whole entire fucking movie. Like, I don't know what the hell he was watching. But that ain't right. We didn't watch the same movie. And I watched it in the horrible, like, 480p version. You watched it in fucking HD release date. Maybe you had I think you had a friend with you. I think that's why. Maybe you guys were just talking during the movie. Maybe that messed you up. But like, I don't know. You're doing exactly what like you think the movie thinks they're doing to Tails, not giving him enough credit. Sure, he didn't have like a lot of like words, I guess, but whatever he did, he had like a part to play. I don't understand this. Like he didn't get to do shit. Squiddly dot. Only Sonic the Hedgehog can have a dead mom depression issue. Yeah, he does. But now he's got friends. And yes, it crosses over in games. Hence why Sonic being tortured for months and Sonic Forces comes out of jail cracking jokes. Oh. Wow. Maybe they just can't animate him looking sad. It would just look too weird. They have to have like this like scowling thing. Well, I mean, not in this because their eyes don't connect like in the games. I think the reason why most people didn't like it is because they are thinking way too critically. This is supposed to be a basic movie. That's true because a lot of the people who are actually thinking of this critically are adults now. People who grew up with Sonic games and are now looking at this through the eyes of being adults and wanting a kids movie to be like this avant-garde film. I don't know. It's like we hold these properties so dear to our hearts that because it's in our childhood that we don't seem to realize that. But the point of it, of like treasuring our childhood, is that, you know, our mindset at the time, we were so innocent. We can't possibly think that way anymore. We can't retain that innocence back anymore. So we can't possibly look at these movies the same way. I mean, we watched it as kids, but you can't say we absorbed all of its messaging. It's only when you go back to look at it as an adult you realize, huh, look at that. There was so much messaging in this movie. It's the same way, I think. Like, kids who watch this now are going to grow up and look at it and like, oh, wow, they actually like, you know, this is actually pretty good friendship lessons and stuff that they imposed on the movie. Ratatouille. Ratatouille. Ratatouille is super beloved, though. What are you talking about? That's not the same. I mean, you like it as a kid, but as an adult, you realize how fucking amazing Ratatouille is. Not only the work they put in the movie, but like in its lessons. the anyone can cook thing is not actually about like anyone being able to cook, but anyone could have the ability to become something great. This movie was so much fun to watch. Don't care if it was bad or really weird. I laughed. I called it. I had a lot of moments where I smiled because it was really cute. Like I enjoyed how adorable the characters looked in certain moments, like the friendship parts. And I'm like, because I guess that's the way you have to look at the movie. I guess it's just a part of being the Sonic fan base, because the Sonic fan base feels like they've had it so rough for so long. It's like, come on, man, this just has to be good. There can't be any flaws in it. We have to have something, a very good product that we can hold dear in our hearts and say, look, he's back again, and about time too. He goes to something along the lines of, while we critics bases off of how good the product is, we don't realize how special something so basic and simple can be. He also talks about the being a critic as well. It's like the role of being a critic comes easy because it's easy to judge somebody else's work and and writing it off as like it's actually not this great. You know, you just don't understand that your work simply does not live up to my standards. But actually creating that work and being the creator of it is much more deserving of praise. So it wasn't, man. Well, we're finding out, Kamiko. That is the question we come here to answer. Not anyone can cook, no, but anyone can have the talent to cook. Yeah. I guess like the message, like the lesson you think you would take away is that like of anyone can cook is basically like, all right, let's just throw them in the kitchen and we'll teach them and it'll be fine. It's not just that. I think it's more of like telling people like you can strive to become whatever you want. I think that's more the message. Not the message, not the throwaway message of like, oh, what does it even matter? Anyone can cook. Like, so what? I guess not everyone can become like a great cook, but anyone can become great. I don't know. That's why it's still like kind of it's still pretty hard to analyze, I guess. But me, I'm not hugely philosophical, you know. I still got my own learning to do and whatnot. My review starts now. Sonic never really had a good transition into films, into 3D films, the 3D cinematic universe. Mario's thinking way too hard in this. Well, because you know why? I'm an adult. That's why. I'm not a kid just looking at this and enjoying the lights and the stuff.
And is what causes it to come off as such a mess. They're just desperately tearing through scenes as fast as possible so they can get to the stuff they know people want to see. Like, the first movie actually takes a good 30 or so minutes to establish everything it wants to. The main
first
plot
movie
doesn't actually kick off until we get a good couple scenes exploring Sonic's character, with of course the highlight being the baseball scene. But in Sonic 2, since they're tied between so many characters, there's no time for any of them to properly get developed. They introduce Knuckles in the first like 5 minutes. It feels so rushed, like the script was a first draft. In one shot we just have the ring, then a close-up of Eggman's face, then suddenly Knuckles is walking out of it. It's so jarring. Honestly, the whole script just feels like it could have done with another draft or two, just to iron some stuff out. Like the humor. The humor in this movie is either non-existent or incredibly painful. We get twice as many lame fart jokes compared to the first, and twice as many references. I'm also getting really tired of the fact that every character needs to be wacky and tell jokes. It makes a lot of them fall flat, because you feel like the line could be coming out of any character's mouth. And speaking of mouths, I was...
Isn't that the point of Sonic's character, though? Isn't he supposed to be quippy? Like, in every moment, it's pretty serious. I don't God, this is very like an Aaron mindset. I don't know, man. Like, I don't even think every character is wacky. But like, if you're gonna write off as everyone being wacky, there are different kinds though. Like we said before with Knuckles, Knuckles isn't stupid. He's not stupid. He's just like, he just doesn't know. Like he's just culturally different, dude. He just doesn't know what the Earth's traditions are. He doesn't know like certain meanings and linguistics of what people are saying. It's not him being zany or wacky. It's him like, it's kind of like a deadpan in a sort of way. If he's making jokes, it's more of so like he's making it can come in the form of like a mockery, or it can come in the form of like bolstering himself to make him look like bigger and stronger. That toxic masculinity, I guess. On topic of Sonic, Games Gauge, Fidel wanted to get into drawing. He invested into a tablet and got advice and practice, and now he makes pretty good art regularly. I cannot get Fidel off my feed. Like everybody, like it's either from other people I follow following him, or he just comes up on Twitter topics or something. I was like, oh, God, I can't get rid of him. But he is a good source of like actually linking videos. I just don't care for the other stuff he has to say. But good on him. I guess like the topic of like anyone could draw. Hey, he puts the time in. It's just fucking good on him. Were there Fortnite dances? There were. I don't know the names of them, but there were like at least 2 more, I think, and they've lost again. Funny, I thought Sonic was a video game character, likable for kids. Okay. The whole point of Sonic's character is that no matter how many times he gets pushed down, he still gets up and puts a smirk on his face. I mean, and they do also say that in the movie as well, that his character. I'm trying to find like, why does he have a problem so much with the movie? Is it because he doesn't want to see characters portrayed in this sort of sense? But I'm thinking like, why? I think you just misunderstood the movie. Why do you? This seems like a pretty cynical take. That they're wacky and zany. It's the same arguments I see on Twitter where it's just like that it's basically made for kids and everything. It's not made for the general adult audience, which could be true. But at the same time, how can you praise the devs for listening to the fan base and getting everything right, all the lore stuff right, but then also come off as like, but it's still made for kids. They're clearly making a mockery of Sonic and stuff. It's like, they clearly respect the characters and the lore. How are you getting by that? That's like, oh, because Fortnite dance and everything. This is taking place in modern times, right? So if you're gonna mock references for the sake of references, hey, you're the one that said that they didn't world build enough in the second one. Like it or not, that is world building. Fortnite is a giant thing. Sonic is a kid. We see him playing video games. We see him watch TV with the dog. And we see that Tails has been watching Sonic since the first movie. So he knows a little bit about Earth culture as well. I don't know. I mean, you can't have it all, dude. You gotta take the good with the bad. Oh man, you understand what I mean? Sonic's rivaling a plumber, not Solid Snake. Yeah, I mean, you have to know. They know what their audience is. It's a bunch of overgrown men that just want Sonic to be good since the early days of their childhood, and kids. Like, yeah. So. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to please grown folk that want Sonic to be perfect in every way. It's gonna be really hard to please that because you won't be able to get everybody. Everybody wants Sonic to be looked at in their own way, clearly. Plus, you have to also deal with the Sonic fan base, which is kind of crazy. I'm not a Sonic fan. I learned that from an hour of research. That's right, boy. Which I fucking researched Sonic lore. Oh, my condolences. I gave him and followed him. He's dead as the most positive person on Twitter, and I think that's kind of that kind of effect. By the way, is with the cynical effect that I think Ellis Mark has is that sort of like, what do people call it? I think there's a phrase for it, not toxic positivity, but the fact that there's way too much positivity, it feels like it's fake, and that can happen. I don't think Fidel is like that. I think he just generally is a casual, go happy dude. I think he's genuinely like that. Um, but I can understand when someone is, especially I think a critic, when somebody does video essays and commentary for a while, they kind of get like that, like their perspective gets tinted. Like you can't really see everything in a positive light if you're constantly being like, well, this disappointed me, this is flawed, and here's why. And they have to go into like writing scripts about why it was not a good watchful experience. That's definitely going to affect your perspective a lot. Um, and I guess that's with me too. It's like, dude, I'm happy you're positive and everything, but I'm personally like tired. You make me feel like I'm tired from seeing all that. The fuck is that in the top right? Spot drop? It's not a jar. Don't say it's in a jar. It's not in a jar. I don't know if you meant like the top right of his video or the top right of my stream. His opinions do not matter. He thought the Mitchelsons versus the Machines was a bad movie. I didn't see that video, but I think he labeled that as like he was kind of disappointed, which I think a lot of commentary channels do this a lot. They always say like it's a bit of a disappointment. I was disappointed, but then the video like really goes in on and harps in on like the little things. He seems to be nitpicking a lot of the little stuff. What were some of the worst hot takes you've seen so far? For the Sonic movie, some of the hot takes. I mean, I don't know. I try to stay away from Sonic stuff before I watched the movie, and then after I watched it, I was kind of late, so all the Sonic uh, criticism or the talk of it had gone away. All I seen is like box office numbers on Twitter. I was like, okay, well, I don't know where the opinions are at, but I guess that's good too. Oh, I think the one I saw the most was that they jumbled too much into the movie, and he said it too. But I saw that, and I'm trying to see like I can finally see what people mean by that because they never delve into detail like what is too much. And he said one of the things he said was that they didn't get to flesh out the characters too much. I feel like I hear a lot of people say the same thing. They parrot the same talking point of that same thing. Like they didn't get to flesh out the characters too much. Listen, we don't need to know about the groomsmen. Okay, it's fine if they don't flesh out that character. We don't need to care about them. Why? There's nothing in the movie where they need some sort of redemption arc or anything. We don't need to care about them. Just like we don't need to care about Tom's wife's sister. I know Rachel. Her name's Rachel, but I don't know the wife. Like we don't like you don't have to flesh them out. It's fine. Like they can be side characters and comic relief. That's okay. We're basically using the same world. We're using the same established world. Okay, like all that's new was what I thought was going to be Angel Island, but it turns out it wasn't. But I mean, they went to Siberia, they went to Hawaii, but those are still part of Earth. That's where we world build. So I mean, that's not really important. You said the characters were important, but you're harping so much on the story and the world building. That's consistency is what I need. I take the good with the bad and a little bit of the ugly. Good, the bad, and the ugly. When I went to go see the movie, I came out and some kid went up to me and said, "I'm Knuckles," and punched fists together. That is so adorable. So I responded with, "Oh yeah, well I'm Sonic. This is Tails," as I pointed to my friends, and then we raced with the kid. That's adorable. That I thought the same. That's what was gonna happen. That's what kids do. Like they have that kind of effect from movies. They get highly influenced by it. The same way when Fortnite came out, and you saw that video of like those kids saying, "We like Fortnite, we like Fortnite." They were all doing the dances and shit. We can see that as cringe, but we all know that would have been us too. Okay, we all done some cringe shit as kids. I mean, if you had like a big family when you were a kid, I mean, did you not have like little sword fights and stuff adapted from video games? I mean, we've all done that shit. It's just that now we're older and we're just projecting. You're actually just projecting your cringe onto the kids because you know that would have been you. Did they make like $300 gazillion? Last time I checked, I think it was like 250 million. I think that's what it was. I heard that it passed Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, and Morbius. That's what I heard it passed. Morbius is the greatest movie of our century. I need to see that too. I haven't heard anything about it. I saw that Jared Leto said, please don't write reviews for the movie. I was like, that's not a good look. I don't care what your reasoning is. That's not a good look to say that kind of stuff. As I was flaying around with a lightsaber. I mean, Star Wars. We had Star Wars. We had Final Fantasy. We had Sonic, Mario, Legend of Zelda. All those things are really easily mimicable. Sword and Shield. Who hasn't used something as like a stick for a sword or like a pillow for a shield and pretended to do like to be Link? Link literally just made noises. Like all you had to do to replicate that was just swing a stick around and say, "Yeah." That's all you have to do. I feel like we all replicated like Link's like noises at some point while doing certain actions. Star Wars, zoom, 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 zoom. Like literally, like come on now, pretending to force choke somebody. We've all done that shit. I've had many times for car rides in the back of the car. Imagine gaming character speeding by. Some reason, mostly Sonic. That was cringe. I still am. Me and my cousin used to sit in the trunk of a car, not the trunk where like you'll be locked in, but like the back of the car where you'll still have like the seats. It's accessible through the seats. And we used to take like that what do you call it? Like that circle axle wrench that you used to change tires. We used to just point that through the window and pretend we're like shooting cars. Like, come on now. Just break a pot or something. Steal money. Like, exactly. Video of me with a pool net handle spinning around, pretending to be an airbender. Airbending stuff. We all tried a waterbend before. We do it in the pool whenever we splash. We all tried it before. But that's what this movie is made for. Like, it's not made for like critical analyzing, which you can do. But, you know, hey, I mean, if we're gonna critically analyze, I'm gonna critically analyze with you. And that's how we have the back and forth. Like, there's nothing wrong with it because that's what we're doing right now. But I forget what like my point is. I got so lost in the kid stuff. But like, if you fail to see what the movie was trying to do, and you call it a disappointment, it kind of seems like it's a pretty cynical take. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I mean, that's what it is, right? I'm just trying to see like what productiveness can come from that, right? What productiveness can come from me saying something like that? Because otherwise it'd just be a waste of time to say like, well, you're just cynical. And it's like, oh, I'm not cynical. Yeah, you are. No, I'm not. Okay. Nothing productive can come from that. I'm trying to reach like a middle ground here. I just think it's because we're adults now, and we want to see Sonic. We want to relate with Sonic, but we can't in ways they talk about in this movie, because I guess it seems too kiddish to us. But we can still take away some of the some lessons from it. It doesn't have to be integrated towards kids. If you look deep enough, you'll find a message that you can relate to. And if not, relate to your kid's self then. I don't know. Shower water bending, or in the pool. That's usually where I did it. Or yeah, in the shower as well. Airbending when it's windy outside. Earthbending was my shit. Earthbending has the best dances. Just like in the one by M. Night Shyamalan. You know how they moved one rock all that dancing and shit. Exactly. The best Earth dances. Why is everything in this game so dirty? Because kids shit and piss all over the playground.
I was very surprised how well the animation was in this one for the most part. I was initially worried it'd turn out worse compared to the first, since there's so many more characters they gotta deal with, but no, it all looked great and way more expressive compared to it. There are a couple shots that are a little janky, like when Knuckles shakes the hand of Agent Stone and the tracking is all weird, but I can look over a lot of that stuff, because of how impressive a lot of the other moments are. They definitely aim to make this more of an action film compared to the first, and I think they did a pretty good job with all that stuff, with the obvious highlights being the fights between Sonic and Knuckles. In general, Sonic 2 is a much bigger scope compared to the last one, with a lot more locations and sets, and they all look good for the most part, really awful green screens withstanding. I think my main issue though with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has to be that the team ended up doing what I feared would happen most, and that's getting too occupied with trying to appeal to Sonic fans with as many references as possible. Because in a lot of ways, they sacrifice a lot of time in this film to stuff that's only there so Sonic fans can go, whoa, hey, I recognize that, this movie's good now. I hate the fact that I'm seeing so many Sonic fans act surprised when I say I wasn't all that into this movie because, you're a Sonic fan, how could you not love all the references to the games? And I don't know, isn't there just more to a movie than all the easy things they could do to try and tug on your heartstrings? It seriously can't be that easy to impress some of you, right? See, I came out of this movie with two mindsets. The me that's a movie fan, and the me that's a Sonic fan. The me that's a Sonic fan loved it. I loved the imagery of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles together, all the deep cuts to the games, the fact that they, okay, skip to this time to avoid spoilers, but the fact that they brought in fucking Super Sonic at the end, now see, that was freaking sweet. But then there's the movie part of me who questions where the tension is supposed to be in this scene, because Sonic only turns super after Eggman loses the Master Emerald, all his power, so he's really no challenge at all for him anymore. Seems a little unfair and removes all the tension, but still, though, it's really cool.
He still has, what's it called, Death Egg? What's that robot called? It was in, I forget what game it was in, but I remember it was in a game, that giant robot. Was that? He still had the robot. He didn't have like the immense power. Like he even says like auxiliary power activate. Like so he still had power over it. And as far as we know, Tails and Knuckles did their job by knocking out the Master Emerald. Which the point of it was that they still had to protect it, right? Wait, what? What do you mean he didn't need it? That he was out of commission? When they got the Master Emerald, he was about to be him, Tom, and the lady was about to be stomped to death by the robot. What do you mean he didn't need it? What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do after that? Sonic was pretty beaten up. It's not like he could run away, and they totaled their car, so they couldn't drive away. They were stuck there. What do you mean he didn't have to be supersonic? This is what I'm saying. I have shit memory, but if you give me like a scene, I'll be able to recall it. And it's like, how do you not remember that? You saw this shit in like fucking IMAX HD. I can't believe. Is it just that he doesn't remember? Is that just it? He has a misunderstanding. That's weird. That's this is what I'm saying. Like, so what is it that he's looking for in the movie? He's the one thing I heard him give praise for was the animation, and that he liked that he cares about how they do the characters, not the story. So what are you looking for? What were you trying to go into the movie looking for? That's why I don't understand, and I'm not sure if he even understands what he's trying to get out of the movie. All right, what are you guys talking? Why are you guys sewing over the gameplay? It's hard for me to do all at once, but it kind of helps. Green screens in the movie for the people needed just a bit more work. I mean, did you see the models that they had to use? There was that one picture of like the Sonic. It was like a Sonic model, and then it was like Tails and Knuckles heads on a pike, and that was the what they use for tracking or whatever. I'm not sure how movie CGI works. it makes me think like it was his duty to write a review of this because he's a Sonic fan, but he didn't really know what he wanted to get out of the movie in the first place. I don't know. It seems like he's just trying to be contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. He obviously liked all the references and everything. What Sonic fan wouldn't? So what would a non-Sonic fan... That's what we have to figure out, right? What would a non-Sonic fan get out of this movie? If a kid going into this blind, what would they like, right? They would like the action. They would like the jokes. They would like how they're being buddy-buddy with each other. They would like the villain being all wacky and villainy. I don't think a kid would look into this like, what is the philosophical meaning behind all this, right? I think it served its purpose of what it was set out to do. Well, that's the thing, right? I think what he wants is the Knuckles Paramount series. I think that's what he's going to care for the most. That's what he wants to see. He doesn't want to see the Sonic the Hedgehog. He doesn't want to see Sonic the Hedgehog movies. He wants to see like a deep Netflix series of these characters. But then it's like, wouldn't that just be the Archie comics animated? Am I wrong? I mean, I guess you're hoping for them to do something completely new, but they said they made this movie for the fans. So that means they gotta make references and stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You want to know Seki no Kuni Season 2? The Death Egg Robot. Sonic 2. Oh, okay. I went into this movie blind and not a Sonic fan. I have basic knowledge of Sonic. I will have to go watch it as a non-Sonic fan. Yeah, and tell me what you how you come out viewing it. Well, you're older, so I would think you would probably see it as mid. Given that you're also a weeb, so there's also another thing. As a weeb and a non-Sonic fan, you probably think coming out as mid. Because anime, well, the thing with anime, it's episodic. I guess with movies, it's there to tell like a... God, my voice. I'm not breathing enough. I'm too hyped up, dude. I'm too fucking hyped up. I was sleepy just like a few hours ago, and now I'm all hyped. When I first watched this movie, I pumping my fist in the air when I saw Supersonic and Shadow at the end. Oh my god! That's what I forgot to do! Wait, fuck, Red Wolf, you just spoiled me. I didn't see the fucking end credits. What, Shadow is in the end credits? I didn't see that. I have to look up a video or something and watch that. But I don't think I can watch it on screen. Because it would be like, oh, you can't watch this. You just re-upload the movie. I forgot to go back and fucking find that. Oh shit, it's Shadow? I thought it was gonna be Metal for sure. So they are following the Sonic Adventure shtick. Although this was like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so kind of weird. Yo, why were the emeralds so small? If we're gonna have to nitpick about anything, dude, if we're gonna have to nitpick about anything, can we talk about the consistency of the emeralds? Like, why the fuck was the Master Emerald so huge when it was using its power to hide that entire area? But then it shrunk whenever they put it like in the cooler and it's not being powered anymore. So it shrinks in power when it's not being used? And then the emeralds inside of it were even smaller? And it's like, why are they so small? Why did they make it so small? They just didn't want to spend money making it giant? The material? I don't know. I thought that was weird. That was something that was weird to me. Why the fuck were they like changing sizes all the damn time? Because we saw when Knuckles puts together the Master Emerald in Sonic Adventure 2, right? where he gathers all the shards, and he has to use like 2 fucking hands to sculpt it together. It's weird. I can't pull it up on it right now. I would get some like cam footage or something. Actually, you know what? Duh. Hey, Toady. Thanks for those $2. Can't read that.
Ayo, am I valid now?
Sure. Valid for what? Did you want my validation? You have my validation. Okay. Okay. Have to. Where's this? Wait. Thanks for the $2, though, Tony. Fucking madman. Scanned it for $2. Sure. I mean, I never said you weren't valid, dude. What? You're valid to me. You're valid, babe. You're like the most valid babe I ever met. All right, I'm gonna search up Sonic to post-credit scene. Post-credit scene explains screen rants. Well, I'm not gonna watch that. Is there a small? That's what I think, right? Like, I don't think I can. I think this would get me in trouble. I'm seeing thumbnails of it. Imagine donating to a millionaire. Just ask him Magate into the emerald or something. A gold master emerald? That'd be sick. Mario's gonna be totally. I'm calling the cops. I meant babe like as in pig. As a matter of fact, I'm insulting him. Okay? I'm just insulting him. Like babe, like pig? Okay. That's my lawyer talking. That's the actual end credit scene. I got put in a video for Smash. Whose video? Whose video? I guess. Oh God. Can I put this one instead? We all see that? No, we can't, right? No, you guys can see that. Wow. Now I fucked it. I should have known. I should have known that. I shouldn't have watched it. Yeah, why? I can't watch it now. I don't think it's safe to watch. I think I'll get the stream taken down, so I'm not gonna do that. I can't even remember where he last left off. You calling your viewers pigs now, huh? Further proof that you are bro Sammy. Yeah. What do they call him? My little pay pig. My little Captain Pay Pig. The Super Emeralds exist, but only in Sonic 3 Knuckles. It's complicated, but technically a yellow Chaos Emerald the size of the Master Emerald exists. I know in the games when you do the minigame to get them, they're like really tiny. Yeah. We need 2 more minutes, guys. Let's finish this video.
It's a little unfair and removes all attention, but still, though, it's really cool. Then the post-credit reveal of motherfucking Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, he talks about it.
While walking out of this movie, every time I brought up a complaint, it was always followed up by me going, but fucking Shadow though, holy shit, that's so fucking cool. You understand my dilemma here, right? I'm really worried about the way they're gonna handle Shadow in the next movie. From the way this one ended and the fact that Jim Carrey is retiring from acting, it's not a stretch to say they killed him off by the end.
I don't know when this was made, but Jim Carrey did say that if the script was really good for Sonic 3, he'd come back. So, it's not out of the water. And seeing how he loves to play Eggman, he's stated before in an interview, I think, or in an article, that he really loves playing Eggman. So if the script is good, then he'll come back and do it, which seems very likely that he'll come back. He seems like he has a fun time doing it. But this is what I mean. Like he got hyped over Shadow. Yeah, he did say that. I'm not spreading misinformation on this platform. No way I would. But this is what I mean. Like But why did you get excited for Shadow? Why? It's like you're proud to admit that you got excited, but then you're also saying, "Oh, I'm worried how they're gonna handle him." I think you were also worried the way they were gonna handle Tails and Knuckles, and look at the way that turned out. Like, it turned out pretty okay. So now you're gonna worry again because you don't want to get your hopes up. But you clearly got your hopes way too high for this movie that it didn't exceed whatever you thought it was supposed to be in your head. I hope we get Dr. Eggman. Let's get Jim Carrey in a mech suit. In his mech car. I want to see him sprinting down City Escape. Eggman going feral when Sonic and Tails are escaping the car. Yeah, he was licking the fucking windshield. Like, that's shit Eggman didn't do before. That's new. That's different. That exceeded your expectations. Now, why are you upset about that? I'm trying to find out what is your problem with this movie. I'm not really getting anything from it other than like it's kind of a cynical take like, oh, you know, why they're so zany. Like, what's wrong with zany? You gotta explain that. Like, what's wrong with zany then? It's not how you thought the characters were gonna be.
Not to return in future entries. But then how do you tell the Shadow story without the person who unleashed him? And then I wonder, do I even trust them to tell any good Shadow story? These writers have no restraints when it comes to making an actual serious character. So could they even make a compelling character for Shadow without feeling they need to make him all goofy or crack jokes every couple seconds? But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
That was all for the human characters. You only showed the the henchmen and the stupid what do you call them? Like incompetent police officer. He was like a temporary sheriff too, so he wasn't even like clearly he has no authority. But you only outline the human characters, which kind of weird that you wouldn't bring up a much hotter take like Tails and Knuckles. But you really appreciate how they handle Knuckles. That's all you have to worry about. Just compare them to the actual main characters. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just being too cynical about it. Like, there's really nothing solid to hear from his review. From being such a avid Sonic enjoyer. I don't know, man. Just kind of seems like you're just trying to have the opposite opinion and not excrete all your fluids from like liking the movie so much when you were clearly hyped about certain parts. You're kind of just like trying to fight that feeling of just being hyped for what the movie was. And it's not to say like, oh, consumer or like, you know, the meme and everything. It's not that. It's that why don't you allow yourself to enjoy something? Like why do you fear enjoying a product from your childhood reimagined? We all know what they did with the live action versions of Disney movies. We all understand that, okay? But like, and we've had a bad rep for video game adaptations, but you see what happens when they take those too seriously, and they came off pretty bad. All the Mortal Kombat movies, those come off really bad. I think people are just they're not over the whole Marvel stuff. They saw like people getting giddy over Marvel, and they even label it like a genre now that Marvel is just the Marvel humor and whatnot. And they label every movie that now. But it's like, dude, that movie succeeded. Like, that shit is a fucking historical success story. So what if people adapt from that a little bit? It's like, it's what works. And how are you going to be upset about what works? Or it works for a reason. Source he made up. Sonic's dead mom shows up, and Wade, the dumb cop, just says, "You have an Obi-Wan Kenobi mom?" He also says something about Ghostbusters as well. That I guess can go like, you know, it's like in the Fairly Odd Parents, which he also really likes. The Fairly Odd Parents are just like all the adults are like massively, stupidly fucking knuckle dragging idiots. And it's just like, Why is there no like one good smart adult in in this universe at all? Which they're still like they're still. I guess Tom is still okay. He's pretty smart. He's kind of wise. A little corny, but he's not a dumbass. I think neither is the henchman really. The henchman is enamored with Eggman. He loves working with him. He loves he couldn't imagine not working without him. He misses him greatly. I don't know if you can call him stupid or like his character not written well, because I mean that's what his character is. How are you gonna fight that? And Wade, the dumb cop. I mean, what more do you want from that? You want him to become like this genius by the end of the movie? Is that what you're hoping for? No, he's a dumb cop. Why is it so bad to write a character as dumb? What's wrong with that? Like, if it's intentional, what's wrong with that? Can we not have that character archetype ever? No. Yeah. Sometimes when they make references in the serious moment, that is pretty annoying. Like when you said the Obi-Wan Kenobi cop thing. Yeah, that is annoying. I think also it's because it's a kids movie. I think they just don't want to lay it in how fucking sad it is in front of like a kid. That would be my guess. But again, he's a dumb cop. You expect him to know to read the room? It's one of those parts where it's like I wish they kind of minimized the human aspect of the Sonic world. Because Tails and Knuckles just got there and already we're shoehorning in more human stuff to move along the plot. It's not all perfect, but I fully enjoy the movie and I don't really harp on those small parts because once those parts are over, I'm like, oh, okay, that was fucking all right. Let's get on with it, and then we get to the next part and I just forget about it. Then the end credit scene for the Sonic movie 2 to Discord. Okay, I'll watch it after stream because I don't think I can watch it on stream. He's almost done.
Overall, I'd say the first Sonic movie is a better movie in general, mostly due to the better pacing with it actually allowing scenes to breathe and having characters develop. But from a Sonic fan's perspective, Sonic Movie 2 is way more entertaining and fun. So I guess even though I personally wasn't a big fan of it, I'd still recommend it if you like Sonic. You'll definitely get something out of it. All I can say is I hope for Sonic Movie 3 they decide to reel things in a little, and focus more on telling a good story of likable characters, rather than just overstuffing.
You say you didn't like the story. What? What are you making me mind? You just said it earlier. You don't care for the story. You care for the characters. A story of likable characters. Oh, fucking like come on.
A movie to fit as many references and game lore shit in as possible, just so you can come off as more relatable to your audience. Still though, dude, that fucking post-credit scene though is so fucking hot.
Alright. That was one video. One video. Arlo's video is like 50 minutes long, and it's already 8 p.m. I don't think we're gonna get to the whole thing. I want to watch the full thing, so that way I don't try to like. I mean, we're gonna give them the entire screen time that it deserves, but this one has more dislikes though. I think this is probably less edited. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch this. I don't know if I should oh. I do want to watch it. Oh, I do want to watch it. I do want to watch it. How come you guys don't see that? That's kind of weird. Like I just pulled up on the thing and yet you guys can't see it. There's that. Oh, there it is. Wait, how long has this been up? April 8th, 2022? Oh, it should be fine. I don't know why this guy put fair use in his description. I don't think this is fair use at all. What part of this is fair use? Well, it's been up since April 8th and it hasn't gotten taken down, so I think it's fine. And your outro sucks. The Peter. And then superior outro. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. If this has been up since April 8th, I don't think we're gonna have a problem.
Still searching, sir. We haven't found any sign of Robotnik.
No one could have survived that crash.
Oh, okay.
He's toast. Good riddance. What a mess that lunatic made.
At the yeah.
Sir, there's something else. When we were wiping Robotnik off our database, we found something. Yes! A file buried deep in our system dating back over 50 years.
Can't hear, lady. She fucking screamed so loud it distorted the goddamn audio. Oh, he looks weird. He looks like he's just like a dummy model. Oh my goodness. By the way, all right, I'm gonna view her her voice. Jesus Christ. What are those things on his arms? Oh, they're just like secure bracelets. Wow. You know, is it just me? They really she sounds like an alarm. They the proportions on him, I'm just noticing this now, but like they had bigger heads and smaller bodies, didn't they? He really looks like he has eyeliner. Like it's just because it's like it's I guess it's CG. It looks like that way. Yo, his fucking jet boots though. Look at that though. Holy shit. Wait. When the hell was Eggman making this though? Like, at what point did he start making Shadow? What? But didn't his grandfather? No, yeah, his grandfather made Shadow. So we're gonna get what's his name? Fuck. We're gonna get grandfather Robotnik in the third movie. They're inhibitor rings that control special powers. No, that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at his like handcuffs thing. Yeah, not his golden bracelets. Like the stuff that was above his wrist. I didn't know what that was. I thought that was just like special armor or something. He's like fucking Winter Soldiering up. Doctor, turn off my shadow inhibitors. Eggman. Robotnik. Want me to explain the entirety of Project Shadow? You could. I guess you could. Wait, I need to check AMC. I don't know if this was like Eastern Standard Time or not, but I want to be on time to watch Better Call Saul. Sign in. What the fuck? Oh. How am I gonna view it? Live? Oh, don't play volume. Shh. All right, I don't think it's playing now, so yeah, I do have till 9 p.m. Cool. Just wanted to check. I'm only 36% with this playground. Fuck. Eggman's grandfather was a great scientist. Yeah, he wanted to like commit genocide on the world or some shit. I saw that giant speech. He had a daughter, yeah, Maria, and she was killed by was it Gunn? I think it was Gunn. Oh, I also like the reference to Gunn in the Sonic 2 movie. What was it called? It was like something unit of nations. The galactic units of nation. Galactic unit of nations, I think it was. And really? GUN? Done. Yeah. I was like, okay, I like that. I wish they would have just replicated the symbol for gun though, because they just made it like a fucking modern, simplistic thing. I would rather prefer it with the colors and everything. We could see Maria die. We could see the gory gunshot scene again. Maria. Why can't I remember anything? And who is this Maria? What if we get Shadow the Hedgehog? Can we get a Shadow the Hedgehog Netflix series after Knuckles? Hell yeah, dude.
You are late, Shadow. From now on, my eyes shall follow you. The day of reckoning has come.
Who are you? What are you talking about? Fuck, I love to see Shadow the Hedgehog Netflix series. Hell yeah, dude. What he's saying is true. Like it or not, I'll have to trust him. The first place to start is to find those Chaos Emeralds. And then we jump into the city and start shooting up the citizens. Yeah, Toady. Better go watch it right now. The Robot, the Crocodile, and Eggman are the best characters in Sonic. We're gonna get a chaotic series? We get Vector. Vector the Crocodile. He's a crocodile, right? Not a gator. The Robot. Omega. I forgot what number Rody, what number is Omega? What model is he? E102? Is that even part of his model number? Or is it just Omega? I don't know. Okay, wait. So one day, Gunn and the government asked for Eggman's grandfather, who we will refer to Gerald. Gerald Ivo Robotnik. That what his name is? Full name is? Gerald was his name though. To make a secret project, the goal was called Project Shadow. Their goal? Immortality. Are you sure it wasn't to create the ultimate life form? I am the ultimate power. And he should say, damn. What if he says dang instead? Because damn is too hot for TV. Where's that dang fourth Chaos Emerald? Gerald turned it down, but then he remembered how Maria had a disease that couldn't be cured. That's right. Oh my god. Forgot about that. They shot a sick woman. She's a girl. A sick girl. They shot a sick young child like that. She was gonna die anyways. Why did you have to shoot her? Self-defense. If only they just recorded the whole thing, dude. It would have been over in a hot minute. Gun would have been over. Cancel Gun. No body cams back then. E103. Ah, okay. Plan was to create something that can use the Chaos Emeralds or the Master Emerald to become immortal or grant immortality. Who was sent to collect? I'm trying to think of it from the game's perspective. I don't remember Eggman collecting the emeralds for Project Shadow. I guess we never get to see any of that, huh? I never got to see like them collecting the emeralds for that. For Gerald doing that. Or just had to drink water. You need some milk. You need to drink some calcium at the age of 4 to 5. Maybe she had diabetes. It was a different time back then. Yeah, the bio lizard. I do remember that giant thing.
My research was made to save my daughter. My stupid daughter. She dipped her finger in the poison hole and got sick. I had to save her. And now you bastards will pay for what you've done.
They showed in Sonic X that the one who shot Maria lived in grief and was miserable for what he did. Oh my god. Didn't I saw it today. Somebody posted the Japanese version of Sonic X where they all like Eggman, Rouge, Chris, Sonic, Tails, the Butler, they all witnessed Gerald's last moments as he made his announcement. He's like, "Is that all you have to say?" And he's like, "Yes." And then they're just like, "All right, men, aim, fire!" And you heard the gunshots, but you didn't see it. Like they were watching it through a screen, and they all looked at it, and it's like nobody even flinched. It's like, what the fuck, dude? They made faces and shit, but nobody flinched from like seeing the gunshots. This is crazy. In the Japanese version, they went crazy. They let you hear the gunshots. The American version, you didn't hear it. Imagine they did that to Maria. Firing range. He was made, but it didn't work, so he was thrown in the trash, and Gerald took his Hedgehog and made the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow was made human, he could choose what he wanted. Shadow was made good of heart. I guess because it was the sole purpose of saving his daughter, sure. That's why he has a special connection with her. That makes sense. Maria. Was there an Among Us reference? No, just a bunch of Fortnite. No Among Us. Which, to be honest, they should have. I mean, it's what's popular. Well, who knows? All the kids talk about it, but I feel like there's more reward factor for mentioning for doing Fortnite references than doing Among Us. Maybe it's just indie developer hate. I don't know. Maybe the developers despise Among Us and they love Fortnite. Maybe there was a bias all along. Finally. Don't believe me, just watch. They had no use for Shao yet, so yeah, spent a lot of time with Maria in the space station. They became very close, and Maria became Shao's closest friend. But one day, Dad got in the government or become suspicious of Gerald's intentions of Project Shadow. Military doing what military do, I guess. War. War. I'm only 42% clean. I'm gonna have to come back another day to finish this thing. Let the water just like turn to mold here or something. Make my job even messier to clean. Fuck, I can't stand up here. Decided to make it even more secret. You make it more secret. Oh, is that when they invented Arc? In order to do that, they would have to kill everyone other than Gerald associated with Project Shadow. Oh, Jesus, never mind. When did the space colony Arc come in then? Or maybe that was just, you just didn't mention that, but it was, that's where they were. Arc. The gun raided the space facility, killing everyone on it. Oh my goodness. I guess that's why they killed Gerald, and they let him have his final moments, his final word. Then they just killed him off. I don't know if we can speed run through Arlo's thing because now it's 8:15. All we got to watch today was Ellis Marks. Arlo's is 50 minutes long. Although I feel like, I don't know, it was 50 minutes long, and from what I saw, it was just like a long play of Sonic footage, Sonic game footage. I don't think he mentions much of the, he doesn't show much of the movie, I think. Makes sense, but I need visuals. I need to be stimulated. Maria was able to save Shadow, sending him down to Earth, keeping him safe, and he swore to take revenge on humanity by destroying all those monsters that killed Maria. Yeah, okay. I knew that part. I played Sonic Adventure 2. Guess what Arlo's favorite series is? Is it not a really good... Is it something that's would be like, ooh, that guy likes that one? L. He likes this show L. What would his favorite series be? Tell me, Rody. Tell me, Rody man. Oh, is it connected up there? Hour. Oh, it's a part of the whole thing. Okay. He was put in a facility by the government, locked up. Gerald. Well, they killed him. They had him like tied to a chair and shit, and let him have his final word, I guess. And they gunned him down like a pig. Like an animal. I think I did pretty good, by the way. Just saying, for reacting to a video, I think I did pretty good. You know, so what I believe in, like, if you go like say like 5 minutes without saying anything while watching a video, it could just be because there's nothing to say. You could just agree with them, but you don't have to stop the video every time to say you agree with them. But like in the span of those 5 minutes, it doesn't represent the whole time watching. I think you can tell when somebody is like a React Andy and they're like fucking eating lunch while watching a video, and then all they do is go like, and that's it. Like you could tell like they don't put any more thought into it. Now you have to put a reaction face with you in the thumbnail. I'll crudely edit my face onto like a Sonic head or something. I don't know. I spent a lot of time making that thumbnail because when they do the power bump thing, it's Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails like in Sonic Heroes. It's the exact formation. That's what I thought of when I first saw that. I was like, hell yeah, B. I don't even know if they meant to do that, but I noticed that. I was like, fuck yeah, that rocks. A Mario reaction arc. This was the test run. I wanted to see if I can actually pull it off. I would have no problem admitting if I was bad. That's why I did this, so I can learn. I think maybe I veered off too much to the point where like I even forgot like what point of the video I was watching. So I could try to shorten that down a little bit. But I would love to like, that's what I do, dude. I play games and I watch videos all the time, but I'm usually silent throughout it because like, why am I going to talk out loud? You know, but I'm thinking thoughts when I'm watching. I just think it's kind of hard to live stream, try to play a game that requires focus, and also to react to something because I would think like trying to do those things all at once is not my forte. But I think I came off pretty okay, especially because this is a game I don't really have to focus on too much. It's just satisfying my brain. Yeah. But you didn't even finish cleaning half the playground. That's true. We did watch a 10-minute video for like what? An hour? An hour and a half? No way! It's been an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know when we started the video though. We started pretty late. I could condense it down to a video. Toady, are you still here? You're the one who offered to edit stuff for me. This is why you need an editor. That way I can do this react shit and then like, oh, you know what? This is too long for a live stream. Why don't you condense it down so that way it's actually watchable. And it's more straightforward and narrowed. That'd be nice. I need a clip chimp. Clip Andy. When he learned of Maria's death, he swore to destroy humanity. Right. Secretly. You see, he worked behind guns in the government's back while they thought Gerald was working on a machine to grant immortality. He really made a doomsday device. So that's the machine that Shadow, Rouge, and Eggman were all gathering emeralds for. That was meant to like fire or something, wasn't it? Can't remember. Like a pulsating dildo. That's what it looked like. Hey Mario, try not to laugh. Challenges are approaching. I have two thoughts on that. Because I think if I don't want to laugh at something, I can not laugh at it. Like I will see it like you are beneath me. I will not laugh at it. You suck. And I could probably do that, which wouldn't be entertaining, but it would be the butt of a joke. Like, oh look at, he doesn't laugh at all. It's like one of those videos where like I watch dream videos until I laugh, and then it's like a 24-hour long video or something like that. Like one of those things. But that would be a one-time thing. But I don't know how people try to laugh challenges. Like, holy shit. I know there's one guy who sometimes appears in my recommended. He's not like number fucking 68 of doing try not to laugh challenge, I think, streams. I don't know how the guy does it. I have to imagine the dude just laughs every time. Because who the hell wants to see somebody not laugh at something? The whole point is to see them pretty much almost laugh at it. So, watching somebody who doesn't laugh at all, where's the funny? It doesn't seem like to be any funny there. Auditions for the Hey Mario editor are up. EN editors, where are you at? Or JP editors that know English. You know, I think they took away captions for YouTube. I think that was a recent update change. You can't have like caption editors anymore to like help you edit captions. I thought I saw some people upset about that. So there goes that. Further reinforces people to upload their own videos with their own captions. That's fun. He went insane in the facility, and as he finished his device and shot into space, Gunn and the government decided to completely shut down Project Shadow and kill Gerald. The end. Oh. Oh shit. I hope Gerald does a floss before he dies. Before he gets gunned down. I want to see him get fucking gunned down while doing the floss. It's like, fuck. Men fire! End him now! He does a little trolling. Mario could try the try not to laugh challenges. Then again, he laughed to Mr. Incredible crash line. Yeah, but I actively want to have a good time with you guys. If the whole point of the challenge is that I'm not gonna laugh, well then I'm gonna try my best to focus on that. But like, I actively want to enjoy watching the movie with you guys, so I giggle like a fucking idiot. If Kamiko, you know how the VTubers and Hololive do watch-alongs, but they don't show the video or play the audio, and it's purely just their reaction to it with like a timer on screen? I don't know if that would work if I did that, but if I did do that, it would be just like when we watch movies on Discord, where I probably would giggle like a fucking idiot watching it. I love watching movies with people. Come up with the funniest the funniest twist on the scene. So funny. That's why I think Ducky's idea of a fandom is pretty brilliant. Thing is, I don't know how to make that visually stimulating. That would be all be like audio. 'Cause I can't animate, so I can't possibly recreate those things in life. I could just move around stock images, I guess. It's sort of my forte. Mario needs trying not to get disgusted. That is actually much harder. Yeah, that would be a much harder thing to pull off, because that... Maybe even cringe. I think a cringe, try not to cringe thing would be better than try not to laugh. Gerald was chained down to a chair, and yet he still flossed before he was shut down. He's Gerald Robotnik. He can do anything. All right, let's just try to wind down the clock until 9 p.m. so I can watch Better Call Saul. Brody, have you watched Legend of Korra with Boker, didn't you? I'm loving it. I'm watching One Piece. I'm watching Legend of Korra. I was watching the Punisher as well, but that stuff's like Breaking Bad and it's like those long, lengthy episodes, like 40 or 50 minutes long. You finished Korra too. Ooh. I'm gonna get there too. If Boker's here, or if like you want to let him know, I'm at season 2. I got to Korra unleashed the spirits that were in the South Pole, and now there's like a little dispute between North and South. I'm trying to see like where was the last conflict I left off in. Really mind-boggling when it's the future of the world. I just got to know better. It's amazing. I know why. Now you see why Boker like gushes over it. Why he pisses and shits whenever he thinks about Avatar. You thinking of Aladdin? I hated the flying carpet. What are you talking about? The flying carpet villains. Legend of Korra? Flying carpet villains. Oh, the spirits. They're just actual carpets. That's what you meant. Yeah. That's what they say about season 2. Season 2 is the roughest of all of them, just because of the stupid depictions of like light and dark. They're just giant. They're more like kites. They're kites, Kamiko. A flying carpet is basically a kite. The spirit kites of light and spirit kites of dark at odds with each other. Ridiculous. He said he's gonna go nuts when he gets anything Avatar big related from the show or any trailer coming out of it. I mean, they're doing the animation stuff, they're doing the live action stuff, which all seems pretty promising. He's gonna have an LS Mark reaction because he's gonna be like, it didn't just quite live up to the hype. It's not what I thought they were. They were too wacky, too zany. Aang was too wacky, too zany. Like, why do they have to be so quirky and not have a serious moment ever done? Oh, fuck. You know, Bob. I forgot what the fucking line was. A company is like an enormous cog. Like an enormous cog. Yes, precisely. This Korra is pretty good. If I think about like going back to watch The Last Airbender, I don't know. Some of it feels like maybe I watched I watched it a lot as a kid. So now it's like kind of tiresome because I already know what's going to happen. And I think that's natural. Like you tend to like grow tired of things that based on repetitiveness. I just forgot the word. You're welcome. Most of all, I just thought season 2 was a little weak on it. I think production was weird last time I remember. Yeah, they said a lot of things like that. In any review I see about Legend of Korra, they always say about like crunch time and they got their budgets cut and stuff. it doesn't really feel like they let the animation falter, like, at all. All the fighting scenes are like incredibly fluid, and there's a lot more. I'm seeing a lot of movement. I'm not flossing and asking myself, I'm not seeing enough movement. I see a lot of movement. I like what I see. I think it's great. Oh my god, my favorite part of that whole world is the firebending, no, the arena, the sport. I forgot what it's called. Fuck. Something arena. I fucking love that shit. I love the whole setup of the arena and like having earth, wind, and fire. Water, earth, and fire. I wonder. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I know there's a point in Legend of Korra where there's like a giant birth of airbenders. Like, would they integrate airbending into that sport, or would they just isolate airbenders and not let them play? Because how can you restrict air? It would just be in blast, because everything else is like, oh, I guess it would be like fire. You can make fire out of anything. You just can't do headshots and stuff. I wonder. They would have an insane advantage because they got the mobility. Boker with Avatar is basically Miu Huseki. We all got our things. What do I like? What am I like? What's my thing? What do I dick ride a bunch? Do I have one thing? Do I dick ride anything? What am I obsessed with? Shut the fuck up, Theta. You bastard. I don't need to hear this from you. I pretty much had that coming though. I did ask. The Cabbage Man, how far he's come. He got framed! He got fucking framed! I mean, he's got a whole corporation and everything, but it almost got fucking torn to shreds. Because of Asami's bitch ass dad. Fucking simp ass dad. Oh, my wife died. Oh, bitch. It was the Bender's fault. Yeah, another thing too is like the first season was like there's a lot of prejudice in that show. A lot of prejudice. First it was like benders versus non-benders, and now it's like the southern water tribe, the north water tribe. Even with Tenzin, Kaya, and Boomy, like they're all talking to each other like typical airbender stuff, like always so airhead or whatever. It's like, y'all need to calm down, man. Like, y'all family. What are you doing? The amount of dirt everything has in this game makes me want to punch someone. Well, aren't you glad I'm cleaning it then? Listen, we come here to do a job, okay? We had a good thing going, you son of a bitch. We had Fring. We had the power washing business. But you just had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego. I just don't know company name for this for our business. It's just Power Wash Simulator. Need a goddamn brand. Mario can't clean this. It's not Sunday. Where's the Hispanic blasting music? I included a little Hispanic music when I went on the Cinco de Mayo, and they actively silenced me. How dare they? It was my day, and I was playing my people's music, and they just silenced me. On my day, Cinco de Mayo. How come there's no fucking outrage for that, huh? Oh, there's bird. That's a giant bird shit. Holy crap. Where's the outrage for me, huh? I clued in the Cheers of 2021 video as well. And it just got fucking silence. We're gonna clean this park and then claim it for ourselves. Fuck these kids. Can't keep their own shit clean. You don't deserve it. It is kind of weird that they don't make it like inconsistent. Like, why don't they make it like this dirty? They have to cover the entire object with dirt and put some grime on it. But why don't they ever make it like this, where it's like, oh yeah, that's more realistic. That it would sort of get dirt some places. But no, just this. It's like been this. This has been actively sabotaged. Who sabotages this operation? Why is it so dirty? How can someone let stuff be this dirty? Maybe the park district was too busy playing Elden Ring, and they negated their duty. Now you understand, huh? Do you get that, Kamiko? Do you get why that makes sense now? I'd say that's pretty pog. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Oh, there's a soccer ball. Roletino. Oh, fuck. Ha 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 ha. Roletino soccer. Okay. Weak. Oh, damn. I bumped it up a little bit. But I can't kick it. See, Dying Light's better. We can kick shit. Alright, what else do you guys want to talk about? I feel attacked. Well, like racially? Was it me singing? Did you feel racially, like culturally attacked? You're Panamanian. What do you know? Sorry, I don't even know if you were talking about that, and I'm already attacking you. I'm going into defense so hard. I haven't even confirmed yet if that was the reason why. People got priorities, Kamiko. You can't keep this place clean forever. Did I even clean this? Roundabout. Oh, okay. Playground floor. Oh, at least it's over there. Wow, it's so oh my god. I don't even remember doing this much progress. Holy shit. Oh, wait. Let me clean this floor just so I can take this off. Weird avatar. I don't see glowing. I wasn't there for the end. DDD new theme. Oh, wait, Kirby? What are you talking about, Brody? Vai Brasil número uno, los mejores del mundo. The fuck? Just call me a slur? The fuck? Where's that from? Your Panamanian memes don't mix with my Mexican memes. You're bringing Brazil into this? Let's not talk about Brazil. I can't set foot in Brazil. When you spend your whole time villainizing Brazil, Brazil will naturally think of themselves as the winner. It's only natural. Brazil lives in their own meme habitat because they're so villainized as a country. Horrible. Nobody wants to go to Brazil. Being dragged down to hell. Oh, well, you feel attacked? It was just a random example. Just a random example, you know. It's just fits. Just saying it fits. I wasn't trying to be personal or anything. King Dedede new theme for Forgotten Land. Don't tell me you didn't hear it during your fight with him. Too late, get out of your Avatar fan. Yeah, we're done with that. Yeah, I did hear it. I remember there was something different about it. Like I remember feeling like it was like, oh, this feels a lot more like tribal all of a sudden. Why is he a beast tamer? Like when did that become a thing? When did you learn to tame beasts? Kill the beast. Kill the beast. Silly little example. Just a little silly little example. Silly little example. We do a little trolling. Where is the rest of the smudge? Oh god, it's covered in the. Alright, I got like 10 minutes left.
I am in your walls. 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 I am in your walls.
Poker is Spamton. He is Spamton. Poker, were you here when we got Spamton by Spamton? Right now, you're looking like a real McSpamton. It was smash. Hey, so by the way, Toady, I ain't gonna watch the full video. This is what I'm gonna say. If you guys want to show me something, you have to actively give me a timestamp. It's not my job to go fishing to look for where what you guys want me to see. It's not what I'm here for. I think that's just like courtesy between viewer and streamer. Like, you want to show me something, well then you show me. Like, point me to it. Don't just like tell me like, okay, well like, you know, just type up this, type up that, and like, well, you can give me the link. I think that's pretty reasonable. But why don't you just give me a link, bro? Like, why you gotta post that in Discord though? It's just like gotta copy and paste it all the way here, and then I gotta go to the timestamp when you can just timestamp the video link. No, you didn't. I gotta go and look for the goddamn timestamp. Not my fault. You don't know technology. I'm waiting, old man. You know how people usually do this? They use something like Streamable. Streamable allows you to just like make one clip of something. You make a clip of something, and then you just give me the link, and then once I open it, the clip is right there in front of me. I don't have to open up the video in my browser or like and then do all this shit. I'm sick of it. All right, what? Majesty Triple D returns. King Dedede montage. So you're Carol in this? Wait, did you clobber him? Did you clobber the Dedede? Wait. Nice. Good work. I don't want to have to fetch clips from Discord, just so you know, for the future, okay? Don't make me fetch clips from Discord. Just post a link in the chat, or make a streamable, or make it like a streamable clip. I think that's what the browser is called. I think it's called streamable, and you're allowed, and you can make clips on there, and all you have to do is copy and paste it. You can make like a library of clips that are easy to share. Yeah, no problem. It's just a learning experience. Finding out about the timestamp thing was so useful. You guys, how are you guys more fucking boomer than I am? Come on now. Mango is more technologically capable than you guys. Really defeats my punch whenever I stutter over my own words. Fuck. One more ting. One more ting. And then I'm off with you. I think I'm gonna watch. Mike and Gina are online. I might be able to watch the Better Call Saul thing with them. We do a watch along thing. Hell yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Oh, I just want to finish this playground thing, this playground floor, and then I'm gonna hop off too because I gotta catch the showing before 9 p.m. So good night, fellas. Thanks for coming out. And I appreciate you guys all participating in the little commentary criticism thing we're doing. I love it. It was good. It was a good experience. Doctor. One more thing. I'm sorry, but it makes the theme. What are you talking about? Did you post something else? But I don't understand. $2 for your commentary. Alright, sure. You give me a little tip. You put some in the jar. I wiggled a little can in your face, and you put something in there. Thank you, sir. Wait, I don't have a hat. Wait. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You have a blessed day now, sir. You have a blessed day now. Didn't even finish the dinosaur to that. Do this to my OCD. Unpog. Are you unpogging right now, Kamiko? Yeah! Okay, it cleaned this. I cleaned this. I cleaned the playground floor. The playground floor went ting. Ting bada bing. You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it. Bum 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 bum. Post on the timestamp. Where? This is what I mean, bro. I can't go fishing for it. What? I don't even know what you're pointing to. You posted a timestamp where? Never share stuff on PC before, and garbage ass mobile YouTube can't timestamp stuff. That's true. When it's mobile YouTube, I understand that. You have to give like a number. I never share stuff on PC before. Oh, that's why you didn't know that there was like a tick box. Bum 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 bum. You're confusing the hell out of me, Tony. Like, what are you talking about? You're schizo posting right now. The ting pleases my brain. The ting. We gotta get one more for the road. 850 right now, so I'm gonna get one more ting and then we're off. Get the stools to ting. Ting. Okay. Don't look at anything else, okay? Don't just stare. Just look at the flowers. Look at the flowers, okay? Oh boy, data. What the fuck is that? I just realized a problem with what I was going for here is that I don't know when I don't know when the link's gonna be safe. Oh, I forgot. There's got to be a way to circumvent this. Actually, if I just go to my channel, because I'm moderating my YouTube stuff through YouTube Studio. So whenever I get a link and I click on it from YouTube Studio, it messes up the link. So maybe if I just go to like the page that you guys are watching from, I think the links will work just fine. Okay, yeah, that works better. Five Nights at Freddy. This is a good system. I finally figured out how to use this picture-in-picture thing. It works so well. How much range does the power washer have? It's got limited range. Oh wait. Oh. Shit. Good one. Okay. See, that was a little preview in my try not to laugh challenge thing. Deadpan. All I can say is that, yeah. Or like spring run memes. Yeah, I got used to it. YO. Hey. Listen, this is what I want. This is what I want from my community. I mean, what you guys want, I'll try to give it to you. I woke up pretty late. I woke up pretty late today. I had a whole like fucking thing planned for today. I was gonna be like, all right, morning stream, record, evening stream, and then watch Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. None of that worked out. Just evening stream and Better Call Saul. But I didn't sleep at all last night, so that's why I ended up like I was just so tired. I ended up taking a nap. But hey, I want to do more shit. So more shit I gotta do. But Toady, instead of your money, I'd rather take your services. Oh no. That didn't sound right. Like your offer to like do editing stuff. I would love that a lot more. Like today I reacted to somebody's YouTube video of Sonic 2, and that was like an hour and something long when it was only a 10-minute video. I would love it if it can be optimized way better. Cut out the fat, you know. No fat. No fat. I don't want any fat in it. I just want that juicy game in there, but no fat. All right, guys, I'm gonna peace out. Sorry, I couldn't finish the playground. We'll have to leave that for another time. Gonna go watch Better Call Saul, baby. Yeah. So I'll figure out I'll figure out how we can like send files and shit, because I believe there's a website to do that, because Google Drive is way too small in size for that. Yeah. So I'll figure that out, but I do want to have these things optimized better. I'm dying. Okay. Peace out, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow. You okay? You gonna allow me to be an editor in your YouTube channel settings? Well, no, because I don't want the actual stream. I don't want the actual stream like minimized. Oh, I guess you can make a copy of it, but then you wouldn't be able to make edits. You would just actually just cut stuff out, which could also work. You just wouldn't be able to have like fancy edits, like zoom ins or whatnot. But that could probably work. I wouldn't want you to put too much edits into it anyways. Just like a little bit of freedom. But that could probably work. I can download if I'm an editor. That requires a lot of trust, Toady. That's the problem. The problem is that like this can always just bite me back in the ass. So I'll see. I'll figure out a way that works for both of us. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Leave a like and subscribe. Okay. Where's the button?
Consider hitting the subscribe button.
There you go. And see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys.